Yo, what's the scoop in the web? This your boy Q. Look, it's been so much NX news, I just want to talk about it. I mean, not only just NX news, but just purely Nintendo news from the classic system that your mama talking about, that's coming out during the holiday season. And Pokemon Go, are you kidding me? Just what was it, last week that their stock rose by about 24%? I already know it's higher now. It's been 25 million people that have downloaded the app and 20 million active users. I got one of my coworkers into the game, and she's somebody you would not think that would play Pokemon Go. She used to play that game geocaching, and so this is like an upgrade to her because it's different technology, and she's a casual fan. Nintendo is capitalizing again on these casual fans. In Animal Crossing, the Nintendo version of The Sims hasn't even come out yet. I've been telling people for the longest, I'm like, you know, this is just phase one, because this is still not the fully fleshed Pokemon Go game that we've wanted to see. This is not that. But if this is just a precursor to what Nintendo is doing, and how they're going to be running their company from now on, at least their hardware, and how they distribute some of their software, I really like it. If Nintendo, I've had so many fights and debates with friends and foes and everybody else about this. Anybody that's geek or gamer alike, it's like, if Nintendo has third party, Nintendo has the best first party IPs. If they have third party again, this is before they didn't follow trend, and I love Nintendo for not following trend, but certain things you gotta follow. But we haven't experienced this full frontal first party games by Nintendo and third party games by Capcom and Squaresoft, which is Square Enix now, and all these other companies. Like, remember Acclaim? We're having Acclaim. But you know, now you have Take-Two and you have 2K, you have EA. Remember, EA said they didn't even want to deal with the Wii U anymore. It was like a disgrace. So Nintendo knew that they had to do stuff. So anybody who's still thinking that Nintendo is going to be doing the same thing that they did with the Wii and the Wii U, you know what? Stop it. I mean, this is a 30 billion, now maybe was it $40 billion company after Pokemon Go, and that just was it last year. They dropped out of the top 100 of all-time businesses. I mean, top 100 worldwide businesses. But the success of Pokemon Go has just paved the road for what Nintendo is going to do. From, again, looking at the patents and reading news and articles, staying up on my YouTubers. You know, if you look at all this stuff, what it seems like is the Nintendo NX is going to be a system that has a casual controller, something. You remember, Nintendo created the controllers. What you see on PlayStation and what you see on Xbox is basically the baby of Nintendo. So they have no problem with controllers. Make a nice controller, again, go back to that, and then also have this device that we see all these patents and these false patents and different things with, and have it about a 7-inch screen with probably like a 5.5 a screen, and able to do AR and also hook to your mobile device. And that can also be your 3DS, or not even 3DS. That was still a gimmick. It could be a cartridge base, because you know they've been discussing cartridges. You know they've been talking about cartridges. So what if this other device, I'm just going to call it a device, was able to take cartridges and you play certain games like you did with your 3DS or your 3DS XL or 2DS. And then you can take it and it syncs up to your console, which actually has the functions with certain games to expand the game, or it can be the map X, Y, and Z, you know, and it also has the function to operate your phone in certain apps that Nintendo has on its own system and its own handheld device, and on your mobile phone. We've already heard that this device and some of the patents that were written for the device is going to have the functionality where you can text while you're say if you're playing Pokemon Go and a text comes, you can see the text while it's there, and you won't have to close anything. You don't have to burn your battery life on your actual phone, even though you are carrying two devices. But if you want to play Pokemon Go, or if you want to play another game like Animal Crossing, or if you said you had F-Zero or Mario Kart, or say if you had a Final Fantasy game or an RPG or even a first-person shooter, and you went out and your phone or your device beeped, and like how Pokemon Go does, but when it's with the screen closed, it vibrates or it makes a noise, and it gives you an indication, or it gives you like a notification rather, of what's something in the game. That's going to immerse people into the game, and Nintendo is infamous for immersing people into the game. So what's happened lately with games, and I fell off for a quick second, about a year or so, is because we've gotten these same type of games, or the same type of thing where you're playing a game but you know you're playing a game. When a good movie is like a good game, you know you're playing the game, you know it's good when you are immersed in the story that you don't realize you're playing a game. It was kind of like that scene on The Last of Us, for those who played and beat The Last of Us, one of those faithful scenes in the snow. But with my idea for the NX, well, not rather my idea, I'm thinking that since Nintendo's going back to this nostalgic period, I think that it's been speculated that the NX should be about $349 or $359, but they'll probably round it like a $349 US dollars. I'm thinking that's just the straight system, with the controller. And they'll probably release one for maybe about $400, $450, and that will have your device with it. So it caters to both. It's basically like, remember the NES, or if you don't remember the NES, Google it. The NES, where it had two controllers, because you always want to play with two people. They're gonna have to take a loss a little to make more money, kind of like they did with the NES. And if they're going back to this old school feel, this old school stuff, like it seems like they're doing, I would love to see it in a box like that, the NEX or the NX, and you have the two functions. You have the one you can do with the Pro Controller and the device, or you can just do the one with the Pro Controller with the third-party support. I know this could sound a lot like fanboy service, but actually it's a reality with all the moves that Nintendo has been doing lately and the success of Pokemon Go. I do want to go into Pokemon Go a little bit more, but that'll be for a later video. This has been your boy Q, your friendly neighborhood Negro. Remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like my video. I really appreciate it. I'm out.